not really appealing to me all that much, but she's beautiful, so I guess maybe that makes up for it. Just saying. Well, hey there, wig friends. Welcome back to my channel. I am Nikki, and I want to get to know you better. So that's why you are going to want to subscribe. Join the party, as I always say, because if you love wigs like I do, this is the channel you want to be at, because I bring you lots and lots of wig reviews, the oldies but goodies, as well as the new drops. So I don't want you to miss any of them. And if you have already subscribed, thank you so very much. I greatly do appreciate it. So speaking of wig reviews, this bombshell I'm wearing right now is who we are going to be talking about. I will be telling you all of the important details that you need to know, so that way you can decide if this is the right wig for you or not. And in return, please go down in the comments and give me your respectful feedback. I love to hear your thoughts. And you can also let me know too if there's a wig you'd like me to review, since I do take requests. I mean, I'm here for ya. So let's get on with it. Who I have for you today is a wig from Sensationnel. It's been a while since I've brought you a wig from this collection, but she is in the style RASHANA. She is a 13x6 HD lace front from the What Lace collection, which is part of the Cloud 9 series. I have her in the color Money Piece Sandy Blonde, which happens to be the same color the stock model here is wearing. She, of course, comes available in some other colors. She has some other Money Piece colors as well as balayage ones. Great color selection. And just to give you a little bit about this collection, she is pre-plucked with natural density. She has an undetectable, flawless hairline as well as baby hairs along the hairline. And she's heat safe between 350 and 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I picked her up from elevatestyles for $49.88. And I have a lot to say about her, so trust me, you're going to want to watch all the way through so you don't miss anything. But I always show you what I'm wearing for my eyeshadow look in my videos, so let's quick do that. Today I'm wearing a few things. First off, I am wearing the Garnet palette from BH Cosmetics as part of their Birthstone collection, so this is for January. And then I am also wearing the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Surge palette. And last but not least, I am wearing a glitter shade from Vanny Cosmetics. It's this one right here. I apologize, I forgot to look up the name, but I will put it down here on the screen. All right, so Miss RASHANA here, like I said, she's a bombshell. Yeah, the second I saw this picture right here, I was sold. Definitely sold, and I really wanted to get her in that color, but I'll be honest, the color on the stock photo looks a little bit lighter than what you actually get. Not that that's really bad. I mean, it just depends on how you look at it. This is obviously a good sandy blonde, but I'll be honest, I kind of like that one a little bit better with the lighter tones, but whatever, I'll get over it. Not gonna lose any sleep. But it is a pretty sandy blonde, I'll be honest there. I do like it. She has the darker root here. I'm not too keen on the root though. I think it's a little too harsh. If they maybe stopped it about here, I think that would have been better, because otherwise it just looks kind of more like outgrowth rather than intentional. So that's just how I see it. Again, you don't have to agree with me, but I'm letting you know I just don't really care for the root. But again, the sandy blonde is really, really pretty. I I think it's gorgeous. I like to call it a dirty blonde. That's just what I'm used to calling these types of shades, but I do think it's really pretty. She has some very beautiful natural luster, so she looks healthy. And this texture is really amazing too. Very happy with it. It's a great balance of silkiness and coarseness, so that makes her feel like realistic, healthy hair. So I'm very happy with that, as I said, and she's very soft, and I really do think this is a great multicultural texture as well. She is, oh gosh, for length, I would say probably 24 inches, maybe 26 at the most. And for those of you who don't know, I am 5'5" for reference. She has these beautiful layers, but what I love is these curls. I think that's really pretty. It just kind of gives her that little extra touch, kind of a little bit more of a romantic appeal to her. So I'm here for that. I really am. And I do kind of like how she fans out on the side here as well. But I'm going to tell you something. I personally thought she looked a lot better parted on the side, even though I am a center part kind of girl. That's just how I've been lately. So it's not like I don't mind this. I really don't. But I personally thought she looked better parted on the side. The only issue as to why I didn't keep her like that is because she tangles way too much. So because of that, I was constantly then trying to keep her tidied up in the same shape that I had her in, and then she would get all messed up and everything. So let me just kind of show you here what I mean with the tangling situation. It's a little brutal. I'm going to be honest, there it is. So then she kind of doesn't stay in place. So that's kind of what I'm getting at. So I thought she was a little bit more manageable parted down the center. At least for me, she was. That doesn't mean it's going to be the same for everybody, but I'm just telling you how I see it. So just be aware of that. So that's my big major con about her, is the tangling situation. I think it's just a little too extreme. And then the fact that she's more high maintenance to keep her in place, that's not really appealing to me all that much, but she's beautiful, so I guess maybe that makes up for it. Just saying. But anyway, let's move on. Shedding isn't anything too bad. I'm not going to complain about that too much. And I do think her density is really good. Like they said, natural density, because she has that right amount of volume and amazing body. Look at the movement. Very beautiful. So it just looks like you obviously put some rollers in your hair and you are going out on the town. So I think that she's perfect for certain occasions, like a date night or something along those lines. Or if you just really want to turn some heads, there you go. Plop her on and go on your way. So let me show you what she looks like from the side and the back. So not bad. I don't mind her down the back, but with her tangling issue, I probably wouldn't recommend it. And again, see when I just pulled her forward, how this kind of just falls down. So maybe some hairspray might work, but I just don't like to use hairspray on synthetic hair. That's just me. So it just pretty much depends upon your preference and if you really want to keep futzing with her. So she is, of course, like I said, a 13x6. So again, part however you want, but keep that whole thing in mind that I just mentioned. And I am not wearing a wig cap underneath. I just felt that the lace was a bit too transparent and it was very hard to conceal my wig cap, which sometimes can be difficult for me to begin with, but in this case, it was a bit more. So I'll just show you what I did here. I just put a little bit of powder in there and I thought that worked really well. Of course, she's laying super flat and she has those little tiny baby hairs that I like. So to me, this is very natural looking for a hairline. But what I really love is that she's pre-plucked just right. necklace. That's one of my pet peeves, is when they don't repluck it when they say they did. But here I have no complaints. Check it out. She blends perfectly. I mean, I hardly had to put any powder on it. And she's going right along those edges just right. I did not glue her down, but if you really want to, of course, that's always an option. But I'm really happy with the way she's fitting around here. I'll show you this side too as well. So yeah, that's looking really, really good. So she's fitting comfortably. She's just right. I do also think she is larger head friendly, so that's really good too. Her price is right as well. Usually the perfect hairline is very comparable with the hairline as this one is, but that one is a bit more expensive than the What Lace collection is, so I'm very grateful for not having to fork out too much more coin for her. But again, she does have some cons. So I do really like her though. I think the style is great. I think a lot of people would really like her for certain occasions. But if you don't want to futz with her too much with styling, and you don't want to deal with the tangling, then I probably wouldn't say she's the right wig for you. That's just how I see it. But you have to make that decision for yourself. All I can do is tell you the details and you go from there. But I'm going to give her one thumb up just because of those reasons. But again, she's gorgeous. So I'm really loving this style. Just wish they could tweak those other things. So that is my review and recommendation for RASHANA. Please don't forget to tell me your thoughts down below, especially if you already picked her up. I would really love to know how you feel about her now that you do have her. And please also let me know if you decide to go pick her up after watching this review. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I do, of course, appreciate that a lot. And I will see you next time in my next video. So, until then, bye-bye.